Welcome to the Aesthetic Business Masters podcast, where we deep dive into the world of aesthetic medicine, business growth, and industry innovation. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, this is your go-to space for insights, expert interviews, and practical strategies to help you stay ahead in the ever-evolving aesthetic industry. I'm Nicole Montgomery, your host, and I'm here to bring you inspiring conversations, real success stories, and the latest trends shaping the future of aesthetics. So grab a coffee, sit back, and get ready to elevate your knowledge and your business. Let's get started. Today, I'm welcoming Dr. Amanda Ong. Dr. Amanda Ong has been a cosmetic physician since 2004 and is well known for her technical skills, attention to detail, and an eye for beauty and aesthetic balance. She has been highly recognised as a leader in the areas of dermal fillers, collagen stimulators, and anti-wrinkle injections. Dr. Ong is known as the Queen of Collagen due to her extensive knowledge, advanced skills, and love of collagen stimulators, whether it's in the form of injectables or biostimulating threads. She is a well-established key opinion leader and trainer for Sculptura, Alance, Target Cool, and Silhouette Soft and Mint threads. Dr. Amanda Ong regularly conducts training sessions and seminars to give back to the cosmetic industry by passing on her skills and knowledge onto other doctors and cosmetic injectors. As a fellow of the Cosmetic Physicians College of Australasia, she specialises in cosmetic injectables such as dermal fillers, collagen stimulators, and anti-wrinkle injections. She is also an expert in double eyelid suturing to create lift or correct eye folds. At Bioscore, Dr. Amanda Ong and her team of nurses and dermal therapists work closely together to deliver a complete and result-driven plan for their clients, ensuring an informative and pleasant experience throughout their journey. Hello, Dr. Ong, and welcome to the Aesthetic Business Masters podcast. How are you today?
Thank you, Nicole. Lovely to be here and seeing you again.
Thank you. I feel like we've had a great start to the year with conferences and launches.
Yeah, well, it was very exciting to see you guys at Cosmeticon in Sydney. It was my first conference for 2025. So it was good to see a lot of familiar faces for sure.
Yes.
Some exciting products.
Yes, absolutely. And we had a great time as well. And we obviously saw you speak at the Target Cool launch. But before I get you to jump into telling us all about the launch and why it's so exciting, please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes, so my name's Dr. Amanda Ong from Melbourne, and I've been a cosmetic physician for, I think it's like 22 years now. I started when I was a baby out of med school, and my father essentially put me into this line of work, and I've been loving it. I've just seen the industry evolve over the years from your basic fillers and tox injections to a lot of regenerative medicine. And I feel like my father really paved the way with this line of medicine, and it's really becoming at the forefront now. And yeah, so I'm all about collagen stimulation, and it's just very exciting. So it's kind of like I've sort of got this niche where I'm doing a lot of injectables that stimulate collagen, but obviously offering treatments that are more in line with natural regeneration of collagen and prevention of aging. So I feel like this is where the market's growing. And yeah, a lot of exciting things in terms of products and devices.
Absolutely. And please tell us about the Target Cool and why it is so exciting.
Yes, so I've had the Target Cool for a couple of years. I was very lucky that I was introduced to this device because our clinic, Bioscore, does a lot of skin and hair loss treatments. So the Target Cool is a CO2 handheld device, and it's very cool, and it did attract a lot of attention at the conference because it looks very nice and the design is amazing. But the little tool is a very good device to actually help with a lot of in-clinic treatments. So it's got essentially 3 functions, and the functions determined by the nozzle that's attached at the front. So it's got a basic cooling function, which can actually act to help assist with painful treatments. So even injectables or laser treatments that induce a lot of heat, it can actually cool the skin down and be an alternative to topical anesthetic cream. So if you're in a hurry and you're doing a painful injection, it's basically can be used to freeze the skin prior to a treatment and actually to cool the skin down after a laser treatment or a treatment. And because it's cooling and not touching the skin, it's actually a very nice sterile technique. But the main function that we use in my clinic is the boosting function. So the boosting function allows the device to deliver anything topical that you want to infuse on the skin or the hair to a deeper level. And it does that by the cooling. It actually changes the barrier of the skin temporarily to allow more infusion of topical ingredients. So even without microneedling or opening up the channels in a physical way, it actually has the ability to push at supersonic speeds a liquid into the skin because it changes the barrier temporarily, and it actually alters the blood vessels. So that sort of initial constriction of blood vessels and then the rebound dilatation of the blood vessels actually allows for deeper absorption of product. So it's a very cool device, and I think it offers something more like as an in-clinic experience to what can be done at home per se. So we're able to get ingredients deeper and to be more effective topically. Yeah, so it's got a little chamber that you can administer your topical agent, and then the CO2 essentially crystallizes the liquid and blows it into the skin at a deeper level. And it actually, as it hits the skin, the liquid warms up again and becomes activated into the deeper layers of the tissue. So we're seeing, like, especially with hair loss, really rapid growth, like in terms of what we sort of see, because obviously we're using products and ingredients that grow the hair. Normally we see benefits in a couple months or 3 to 4 months. But with the Target Cool, we're actually seeing a lot of, like, even within a month, more rapid hair growth. So when we know that the Target Cool is actually making our topical ingredients more effective.
That's fantastic. And you started off by talking about the pain aspect and cooling. When you're purchasing a new device, as a clinic owner, obviously you've got to take into account the cost, but also the floor space. Would you compare it to being as effective as, say, a Zimmer, which obviously takes up a lot of floor space?
Oh, yeah. So this is no floor space at all. So the device is charged, but once it's charged, it's just like on a little stand. So it can be put on a bench or in a cupboard. It's very small and very lightweight as well. The little CO2 containers are the consumable parts, but they're tucked away in a very nice little box. So very easy to move and transfer to different rooms as well. So my staff can really just use it in different rooms for different purposes very easily. So it's a very well-used tool in my clinic, and it's utilized by mostly the dermal clinicians and the nurses. So not necessarily a doctor device, but everyone's device. So very handy.
And if you're comparing the cost of the consumable versus the cost of putting on topical anesthetic, are they comparable?
Some topical anesthetics can be quite, especially the compounded ones, can be quite expensive. The CO2, the consumables they're not, I wouldn't say cheap, but I feel like it does sort of negate. So a lot of people have sensitivity to numbing cream and also time. So numbing cream, when used appropriately, you've got to actually put it for at least 30 minutes, I would say, for it to be effective. So if you sort of factor in time as a cost and the cream, I actually think it has its benefits, but I think the Target Cool offers so much more than just the numbing. It offers a lot more functions as well. So yeah, probably from a pure anesthetic point of view, it's sort of much of a muchness, but I definitely think its boosting function is the key to skin clinics.
Absolutely. Oh, and also the patient experience. What a much nicer experience.
Yeah, that's right. The patients love it because they can feel it's cool, because obviously everyone likes feeling of cool, not hot, but also you actually feel like the ingredients are pushing in further than you would just by drizzling something in after microneedling, for example.
And what sort of products are you using for the absorption?
We're using exosomes a lot because they're all the rage. So for skin and hair especially, I find exosomes really good. And if you compare it to other treatments like PRP or PRF, it's a lot less painful. So from that point of view, it's the clients love doing anything topically, microneedling, and then infusing something with the Target Cool gun much better than any injectable. And with this skin, we're actually doing a lot of skin boosters. So we're very excited with the Reduran, the new skin boosters, which were just introduced, because everyone's familiar with the injectable and getting really nice clinical results. But the skin booster range uses a topical PDRN is the main ingredient with the skin boosters, but they're really lovely because they actually have amino acids, hyaluronic acid in there as well. They've got one that's more beneficial for pigmentation with sort of more lightening agents in them. And we're sort of delivering that with the microneedling and then with the Target Cool. And yeah, it's just a really nice way of delivering something topical in a bit further and getting better results that way. So yeah, any skin boosters seems to be compatible.
And are there any particular demographics or areas of the body that you're finding the results are phenomenal?
As I said, hair is something that we're really seeing because it's really quite obvious, when you take before and afters. Skin, I mean, we offer so many different skin treatments in the clinic. So, using the Target Cool with microneedling is probably more on the spectrum of non-invasive, which is fantastic because you're actually getting a really a treatment that's delivered deep in the tissues in a non-invasive manner. So I really think in that, it ticks a lot of boxes using this device to facilitate a treatment. Yeah, so we love the Target Cool and we use it all the time. And I was saying to a lot of, practitioners that were interested that, it's very good, especially if you've got a clinic with different clinicians, nurses, dermal clinicians, doctors. You can actually use the device for multiple purposes.
And are there any specific areas that were more difficult to treat prior that you can now treat?
Yeah, I would say with hair, because obviously anything topical gets a little bit messy. So the Target Cool actually is perfect for hair treatments because you don't get a lot of solutions sort of stuck on the surface. So it actually is able to facilitate infusion of anything liquid. Also in inflammatory skin conditions. So when people present with cystic acne or even inflammatory rosacea, there's not many treatments that you can do in the clinic to actually calm down the inflammation. So certainly the Target Cool with its cooling function, its anti-inflammatory effects, and allowing us to infuse something that can help calm the skin and nourish the skin, it's actually been very great. So we've had cases of quite angry rosacea that have really calmed down within a week because of the ability of the Target Cool to help with those conditions. So yeah, inflammatory skin is a good one.
Amazing. So if someone's on like Roaccutane or vitamin A or something that normally would be contraindicated to more aggressive treatments, can you treat them?
Yeah, this is where it comes in definitely into play. Yes. So we're able to offer a lot more. And, you can actually do a Target Cool, infuse something that's going to calm down inflammation and then stick them under a LED light sort of thing. So there's good complementary treatment to do.
So the age range and various different skin types, it's available for all?
Yes, that's right. It's safe because you're not at risk of heating up the skin, causing inflammation, so pigmentation and all that sort of thing. So yeah, it's all skin types, all age groups. Yeah.
I feel like you're more likely to have a really great patient retention as opposed to a treatment that's really painful and not such a great experience.
That's correct, yes. So I would say a lot of the male clients for the hair do love the experience of coming in for the Target Cool for sure.
And do you have female clients that come in for hair restoration?
We do, yes. Actually, females do really well with hair regrowth treatments. And yeah, you see a lot of women suffer from hair loss as well. So there are treatment. Yeah, rejuvenation of female hair loss is just as similar as male hair loss. And they actually tend to do better in the long term, the female patients. Yeah, so definitely we can help male and female.
That's amazing. And do you ever have maybe an older demographic who have plucked away their eyebrows in their younger years? And can you do eyebrows as well as the scalp?
Yes, eyebrow hair can also grow back if it's not a non-scarring type of hair loss. So yeah, and the similar topical solutions that we use are very similar to the hair products for the scalp. So yeah, I don't see why not.
I feel like as women at a certain age, the hair grows everywhere don't want it to
Yes,
grow.
that's right. That's right. Yes.
Not where you do. Oh, that's so fantastic. And what do you see for the future?
Yeah, I definitely see for the future, as I said, a lot of non-invasive treatments coming into play because I think nowadays people are a bit more conscious about downtime as well. And yeah, so I feel, and then as I said, I think a lot of people are trying to do a lot of treatments themselves at home. Like a lot of people buy microneedling devices or LED masks as well. So I feel like with the Target Cool, it's something that clinics can offer that has a point of difference. But yeah, I think everyone's more into the natural regeneration of collagen, prevention of aging, and just all over health for the body and skin. Hair is a big one as well. So I think people with hair issues and the treatments and things available now, it's a growing market too.
Absolutely. And if people want to learn more about your clinic or contact you in regards to hair restoration or regenerative medicine, how should they do that?
They can go onto the Bioscore website and book a consultation. You can either book a consultation with myself, the nurse, or the dermal clinicians, and we can definitely do the hair or the skin consult focusing on those things. So yeah, and yeah, the website's got a lot of information.
Incredible. Amazing. Thank you so much for your time today. You've given us so much to think about and we've learned so much that I can't wait to see this device, the topical, in more clinics for both the cooling and, of course, like you said, the boosting factors and deeper absorptions. Very exciting.
Thank you, Nicole.
Thanks for tuning in to the Aesthetic Business Masters podcast, where strategy meets soul and passion fuels profit. If you loved today's podcast episode, don't forget to subscribe, share it with your team, and leave us a review. Stay aligned, stay inspired, and keep building the business and life you truly love. Until next time, here's to being bold in business and brilliant in beauty.